Alright, so since I've ran that heat through here, here's another improvement. We're going to do key on, engine off, injector electrical self-test. So you're going to hear a bunch of clicking, and then you're going to hear individual clicking. And before, I only heard like 4. Now let's take a listen. Press OK. So as you can see, it did engage all 8 injectors, whereas when I first did it, it did not. Now I got a lot of glow plug error, which that could be the glow plugs are bad. It could be the harness is bad. But I want to do that test one more time and go in front of the engine instead of being off to the side, because I want to hear number 3 myself, because I am still getting P0269, which is the contribution on cylinder 3 fault. So, I mean, at least the injector's working, but so that was all 8. That was the buzz test I just did. So that was all 8 of them. So all 8 are passing the buzz test. So that's telling me that it's getting fuel. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's getting great fuel. It means that the electrical current is there, whereas before it could have been a bad harness. Harness still could be bad. When I'm going down the road, bouncing all over the place, that harness could just be doing that, making contact and then losing contact, making it and losing it, just, constantly. But, I'll keep driving it every day. I'll need to put some more fuel in here, of course, but when I do that, I'm going to put in Hot Shot Secrets Stiction Eliminator. And, I'll put a little bit, like a quarter of the bottle directly in the fuel bowl. This is just a half-inch drive. I use a little, 3-inch extension. Open this puppy up, pour it directly into here, just a quarter of the bottle, just a little bit. Tighten it back up. You are going to spill. Gas or diesel is not as volatile as gasoline, so wipe up what you can, but don't be driving down the road with your butt puckered. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. They're there. But anyway, and I'll just keep on driving. I figured the next big ticket item I'm going to get for this truck, it was going to be like the mirrors. No, I'm actually going to go ahead and get the CAC pipes, both the hot and cold side, because when I was going down the road, I did hear this one pop down there, and you could just hear the whistling. It's bad. So I'm going to go ahead and change that out. and of course this side as well. That way I'll have peace of mind that both of these are squared away. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this EGR delete kit. The plate, as you can see, is blocked off down there, and then it's kind of bolted up over here. I don't understand. I'm getting 2 codes. Do I need to get it programmed to get it turned off? Or, I mean, I don't know what I need to do, but it's still throwing a code, and I'd like to get that squared away. So I need to figure out how to get that taken care of. And then, of course, I want to replace the Y pipe on here. So basically, like the 7.3 behind me, I replaced the up pipes. Well, apparently this Y pipe is the up pipe on here. It's just a Y pipe. It's 2 into 1. Or 1 into 2, or however you want to say it. But I want to replace that so I'll know my Y pipes aren't cracked. You know, I'll get that squared away. These will be new. You know, so I won't have to worry about a boost leak. Other than the turbo could be experiencing degradation. It could be, you know, screwed up or something like that. But other than that, there's not much else I can do. But once I get all that squared away, if this truck doesn't run better, then I'm going to have to dive a little bit deeper into it. You know, I may have to change out the injector, because just because the injector, the mechanical portion of the injector is good, does not mean that the nozzle is any good. You know, it could be, the nozzle, I guess, could still be clogged up. I have no idea. I'm still new to the diesel game. I've had this truck for just a little over a year. I've got it for the most part squared away. I do need to do some rear end work on it because I've got some vibration issues. So I do need to do the differential. I need to rebuild the bearings in it. I think my bearings are shot, and that's why I've got like a lot of vibration in my drive shaft, because my drive shaft is good. So I'm thinking I've got bad vibrations in my diff, which is transferring into the drive shaft. But anyway, and a lot of people are, oh, your drive shaft could be unbalanced. I took the drive shaft apart and left the front portion of the drive shaft connected. There's no vibration. So, and then I've had it on all 4 sides for the rear portion that goes into the front portion, and there's constant vibration, and it's only when I have it connected to the differential. So I'm thinking that there's, you know, the bearings in it are shot, and it's allowing that play to transfer into the drive shaft. But once I do that, if I still have bad play, then I'll buy a new drive shaft, because it could be a balancing issue. But until I do the cheaper portion first, I'm not spending upwards of $1,000 on a drive shaft. I'd rather spend $300 replacing the inside of the differential, and, you know, if I'm right, then great. But anyway, so the 6.0, you know, it's got a lot of potential. I'm still happy with my purchase. Again, $2,900, you can't beat that. Most people want way more than that for a 6.0 that does not run or drive. At least this runs and drives. So I did get a good deal on it. I'm not going to sit here and say I took advantage of the guy, because that's definitely not the route I was trying to take. You know, my little dinky 16-foot trailer is not going to fit this big behemoth. Hey, that could be the name I give this truck, Behemoth. I don't know. But anyway, I just want to get the small things taken care of first. But before I start diving very deep into that, I'm just going to drive it every day, not worry about everything else. And I do need to do some work on my wife's truck. So, you know, I don't want her to feel like I'm neglecting the needs of her vehicle, because I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of person. It's simple. It's got a leak, a power steering leak somewhere. We're thinking it's the power steering pump. We've got a new one. Should be here in the next few days. If it's not the power steering pump, it's probably going to be one of the lines, or at worst, it's, you know, it's an Expedition 07. I'm assuming either rack and pinion or steering gearbox, because I replaced everything on here with the power steering system, and it has a leak. So I'm betting with the vibration one of those fittings probably came loose, and that's as simple as that. I don't even know where the power steering fluid is on here. Oh, there it is. I didn't even check it. Since I've had this truck, I haven't even checked it. It is good. It is good. Oh yeah, there's plenty in there, so no worries on that. Power steering fluid on a 6.0 apparently is behind the driver's side headlight, but on a 7.3 it's actually right here, right in this general area. This big ass box is not here. And of course the degas bottle is actually right here. Anyway, I didn't know that I was going to have so many videos. I've got to do a lot of editing, and I'm going to see if I can turn it into one long video instead of putting out, 5 videos in one day. I'm not doing that. I've got too much to do. But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. More to come, of course. Later, Gators.